Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome. Thank you. Oh. Easiest round of applause I've ever had. I appreciate that very much. Thank you. So here we are, the last, bar none, event of the year. Can't believe it. Lower school done, middle school done, seniors done, 9th, 10th, 11th grade. Here we go. Students, let me just say quickly, it's been a tough 2 years in lots of ways. Thanks for getting through stoically. You've done a great job. Today is about awards. Look, you're old enough now to know that not everybody gets a trophy. Sorry about that. But we are proud of you all. Thanks for your efforts, and I really do hope you have a fantastic summer. We haven't got all the parents here, all the 9th, 10th, 11th grade parents. I really want to thank you all, though. Thanks so much for your support of your kids, for the faculty, and for me. We really do notice it, and it's really appreciated. And last, certainly not least, the upper school faculty are amazing. While it's been hard on everybody associated with schools, with kids and parents, it's been really hard on teachers the last 2 years. Everybody, I know, kids included, students included, are ready for a break, but our teachers really need one, and they so deserve it. Teachers, administration, thank you so very, very much. Help me, please, thank them. And with that, over to Assistant Head of the Upper School, Miss Campbell.
Thank you. All right. Welcome to this year's Upper School Awards ceremony. We are excited to recognize here today students who have demonstrated excellence in each of the disciplines, as well as students who have been selected for their outstanding contributions to the Bullis community. While the students who are receiving awards earn stellar grades, as you will hear in the upcoming remarks, these students also share a love for learning, a desire to explore topics beyond the surface level, and a willingness to help their classmates learn and succeed. We know, too, that there are many students who, while they did not win an award today, make important contributions to the life of the school, both as scholars and citizens. I want to acknowledge their efforts as well. A couple of updates. Ms. Taryn Kittle will be presenting for Mr. Mark Walter, and Ms. Caitlin Zolette will be presenting today for Mr. Zimmer. And please, if you do win an award, you need to approach the podium in uniform. Thank you. So now, Mrs. Lombardo will begin our program as we recognize our English Award recipients.
Good afternoon, everyone. Would Talia Williams, Nathan Chen, and Sage Sharma please join me on the stage? So often is an analytical, orderly mind opposed to a wild, creative one. But Talia Williams demonstrates the possibility of a happy marriage of these two modes of thinking. Talia's analytical writing is both concise and fluid, and her ability to take her thinking a step beyond the consensus reached in class discussions is impressive. A careful reader, Talia makes meticulous notes, and her responses to reading questions demonstrate her understanding of the nuances of characterization and the devices an author uses to establish tone. However, Talia is also a writer. She even reads like a writer. Considering what creates tension and the elements an author uses to pull a reader in. Recently, she and her classmates were asked to write a poem alluding to a Greek myth. Talia chose to write from the point of view of the suffering Prometheus, and her poem included the repeating line, "The gods still teach me, and I still learn." The haunting tone and wisdom of her poem not only reflect her deep love of language, but also her ability to find joy in learning and creating. It is with great pleasure that I present the 9th grade English Award to Talia Williams. 10th grade. Nathan always finds ways to do a bit more. When impersonating Benjamin Franklin at a literary salon, he doesn't just find a favorite quote and wait for his opportunity to work it into the discussion. He compiles a whole portfolio of Franklin's words on a variety of topics, so he has one ready no matter how the conversation turns. He doesn't just write a think piece on the nuances of reading The Tempest in the 21st century. He creates a whole style guide for himself that signals just what kind of publication the piece is meant for. He doesn't just come up with a good idea, he makes it better. In writing, this means that he takes every piece through multiple revisions, something he even did with his graphic memoir, honing the visual vocabulary of his richly metaphorical memoir as carefully as he chose his words. As a collaborator, this means that he really listens to his classmates, thinks through multiple perspectives, and adjusts his understanding continuously. All of this makes Nathan a delight to listen to, his work a delight to read, and his ideas fascinating to follow. It is an honor to present the 10th grade English Award to Nathan Chen. I'll make one more announcement if Sage Sharma is in the audience. Otherwise, we're going to celebrate her regardless for this wonderful achievement. Sage Sharma exemplifies the qualities of a scholar in her English studies. Her curiosity is a welcome attribute, exploring literary aspects and sparking class discussion. She has led our class, her teacher writes, towards both uncharted paths of inquiry, as well as seeking responses to global issues. Sage always found ways to tie the literature to real-world problems, seeing both historical and modern fiction texts as solutions beyond sheer entertainment. She continuously brought a level of maturity and importance to our class discussions. As a meticulous writer, Sage explored connections across texts to analyze rhetorical appeals and to pull meaning from what she read, all while exemplifying a willingness to go beyond what is required and while showing courage, creativity, and conviction. It is my great pleasure to present the 11th grade English Award to Sage Sharma. And now, Ms. Kristen Kawalu will present the Social Studies Awards.
I would like to invite Giselle Hughes, Tom Yu, and Alexa Gerald to the stage. Giselle has brought a wide background knowledge, passion for social justice, and respect for all cultures to the study of human geography this year. She has remained a great teammate and collaborative member of the class, helping to enrich the collective learning. Very early in the year, she educated her peers about the historical derivation of the pronunciation for the word Caribbean. She advocates Caribbean to respect the link to the Carib people as opposed to Caribbean. You didn't know you'd learn something new today, did you? Giselle has an unparalleled academic curiosity and was exceptionally good at seeing the connection across units and to information outside the course. In the unit on population and migration, she proactively asked her teacher when the class would discuss the link between migration and colonialism, showing a mature appreciation of the historical roots of current demographic trends even before the course introduced them. Through her ambassador project, she built awareness and empathy around current issues facing Panama, such as the water shortages in the Panama Canal, which threaten its use as a shipping lane. Thank you for your many contributions this year, and congratulations, Giselle. For Tom Yu, learning history does not stop when B Block Global History class ends. This year, new to Bullis, Tom immediately established himself as an outstanding, well-rounded history student. He consistently maintained an impressive commitment to his studies through homework, classwork, projects, and assessments. He mastered course concepts, dramatically improved his writing skills, and displayed mature critical and analytical thinking. Tom was also adept at public speaking. Whether in class discussions or delivering a presentation, his confidence, passion, and enthusiasm for the material spread energy and interest among his peers. Tom's salient analysis of American imperialism in Southeast Asia demonstrated wisdom beyond his grade level and provided a glimpse into his growth in presentation skills. For his final research paper, Tom analyzed whether the World War II battles of Dunkirk or Stalingrad represented a more critical turning point in the Allied victory. He pored over battlefield maps, war documentaries, and soldiers' primary and secondary sources to produce an advanced, cogent, argumentative paper. Tom, you are a fantastic student whose potential and promise are unlimited. We look forward to seeing the great work and contributions you will make to the Social Studies program in the coming years. Alexa was an easy, natural choice for the 11th grade Social Studies Award. Not only has she been a true scholar and intellectual powerhouse in AP US History this year, but she has also been a passionate, caring, academic citizen whose diligent hard work and motivation were essential to her class's many successes. Alexa has been a prominent voice striving to be an outstanding student of history and helping others to achieve this as well. During class discussions, she listened carefully and derived as much visible joy from the insights of her peers as she has from any point she articulated in the class. She worked hard consistently to develop her analytical skills and ability to understand and explain the central argument in a primary document, making it seem effortless. Her outstanding National History Day exhibit that analyzed the influence of perceptions about African American hairstyles in the 1950s and 1960s and how they affected African American women's lives in all types of situations was both creative and deeply researched. Alexa, thank you for your dedication to your studies and enriching the learning of both your class and the wider Bullis community this year. Mr. Rich Greene will now present the World Language Awards.
Bonjour, mes amis. 大家好. Buenas tardes. Et salvete omnes. Gratias. Now, if you were to ask 12 people what the most important element of success in a world language classroom was, you would get at least 13 different answers. But today, we're going to focus on one of perhaps the most important elements to success in any class, but I would say particularly in world language, and that is passion. Passion for the subject comes in a variety of forms, and today I'm very happy that we are going to be able to celebrate the passion and success of Zoe Brooks, Giselle Jenkins, and Marsun Kareem. Please join me. So Zoe, starting as a 9th grader this year and in a brand new language, is not new to the world language class. She studied Spanish before, so the connections came thick and fast, but she was clearly excited and passionate about French. And when you're passionate about something, you want to share it. And that's one of the things that distinguishes Zoe in the classroom this year. She would create all sorts of resources and guides for herself, tools that she could use. But what's the point of being excited about something if you can't talk about it with others? So she would share them with her classmates, always striving to do the very best with not only her own work, but making the entire room and her peers better as a result. And so it's a great pleasure to say Félicitations, Zoe, and congratulations on winning this year's World Language Award. Venite, 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 venite. It's okay, solo te curas. Giselle has a love for Chinese that if you know her at all, you know extends far beyond the classroom. Not only has she been studying Chinese for a number of years, both here at Bullis and beyond, but she's made great friends with many of our international students who teach her all sorts of little tidbits that you don't get in a classroom. Tongue twisters and slang and everything else like that, pardon me. Not only does she love the language, though, Giselle has a deep and abiding interest in Chinese culture and practices, as we all got an opportunity to experience when we saw the fan dance that Giselle was responsible for teaching to the Chinese students. We saw that in our Lunar New Year assembly video that we all watched during advisory. And this year, Giselle took her passion and love for Chinese outside to the bridge, they changed the name this year, the Chinese Bridge Competition at the University of Maryland, where she took second place in her age group after delivering not only a presentation in Chinese, but also putting on a martial arts demonstration. So it's a great pleasure to be able to say Gong Xi, Giselle, and we're excited for what you're going to bring next year. Marsan is an excellent example of the kind of passion that brings success in the scholastic language classroom setting. Marsan has had a deep and abiding interest in Spanish since he joined us in 9th grade in level 3. He pushed himself to succeed and excel. He joined honors level 4 last year, and this year has been tearing it up in AP, with a particular affinity, apparently, for the beauty and aesthetics unit. He's always working to do more, to stretch more, to push himself beyond his limits, to develop his speaking ability, his writing ability, his ability to read and comprehend a variety of media in Spanish. And not only has he found success over the last 3 years, but we're very excited for everything he's going to bring next year to Honors Spanish Community and Culture, or which we affectionately call Honors Spanish 6. Felicidades, Marsan, and congratulations on winning this year's World Language Award. It's now my honor to introduce Sarah Romine, who will present the Award for Excellence in Humanities.
At Bullis, the Harvard Book Award is selected by the English and Social Studies departments and honors a junior student who has excelled in both disciplines. More importantly, this student has demonstrated an ability to draw connections between both fields of study. It's my pleasure to present this year's Harvard Book Prize and Humanities Award to Sage Hinton. Sage's natural curiosity and sophisticated critical thinking guided her to achieve excellence as she tackled the rigors of the Advanced American Humanities Seminar course. Whether she was making a creative Shark Tank pitch for the railroad during the Market Revolution unit, processing the nuances of Emerson's self-reliance in a transcendentalism Socratic seminar, or embodying John Proctor in a virtual crucible world on Ning, Sage's commitment to the deep understanding was evident on a daily basis. During her charismatic representation of Bugsy Siegel during the seminar's 1920s Speakeasy, Sage informed her classmates about the link between prohibition and increased crime during the 1920s. Bringing her love of film to her Gatsby Cornerstone project was another great example of Sage infusing her work with passion and creativity. A natural leader in the classroom, Sage was always eloquent, respectful, and insightful. She was also a supportive classmate who valued learning from her peers as well as her teachers. Sage was instrumental in offering fresh perspectives on the humanities seminar material and providing sophisticated analysis of both authorial choices and historical contextualization. Her ability to make cross-connections between the past and the present showed how deeply she understood the cyclical nature and patterns of the American experience. Congratulations, Sage. Paul Kozel will now present the Science Awards.
Good afternoon. Ooh, a little higher. Here we go. I would like to recognize the following 3 students and ask them to come all the way up here so that they may receive this praise directly in the spotlight. Would Sapanta Ahanj Elias come up? Caitlin Robinson and Julia Ju. Constantly striving for excellence, Sapanta exhibits a love for science and learning in not only one, but 2 science courses in his freshman year. Whether hard at work on his own during class or at the head of a laboratory group, Sapanta's maturity in the classroom has led him repeatedly back to that aforementioned term, excellence. Come on, a little closer. We're talking about you. This is all about you. His diligence and friendliness serve as an inspiration to his peers, helping out in solving a hypothetical crime using gel electrophoresis, or divining the intricacies of electronic geometries in covalent molecules. As he is even pursuing further science studies through a program in the summer to deepen his knowledge and continue learning even when school is not in session, I know that we can expect great things still to come from Sapanta. It is thus without further ado that I am proud to present the 9th grade Science Award to Sapanta Ahanj Elias. Come on up, Caitlin. Caitlin is without a doubt the most enthusiastic student in honors chemistry. And this enthusiasm has been echoed by her teachers across the different subjects at Bullis. Ever lively, inquisitive, and constantly striving to improve, she never backs down from asking questions. At its essence, this is the mechanism for science, asking question after question until that urge to know is satisfied. Fueled by her curiosity and coupled with a positive attitude that is also an inspiration amongst those in her classrooms, Caitlin has excelled in science throughout the academic year. Even when presented with the challenging quantitative aspects of the course, Caitlin's mathematical talents deftly disarmed one problem after the next, as she wove together multiple months' worth of concepts in order to accurately analyze complex chemistry. Hope you appreciated all that alliteration, Ms. Lombardo. Perhaps most of all, it is Caitlin's persistence at working towards succeeding to the best of her abilities, even when it means asking for help along the way, that has truly been the solution to this year in chemistry. She got the chemistry joke. As such, it is my pleasure to present the 10th grade Science Award to Caitlin Robinson. Junior year has been a showcase of talent and ability from Julia Ju. Julia brought to life stunning digital portraits of females inspired by the Christian Dior Spring 1998 Couture collection in Open Studio, detailing a meticulous process to all who inquired. Julia utilized her knowledge to compete in an all-girls STEM competition where her teammates lauded her as a force to be reckoned with, earning her first place in chemistry and second place in physics. Julia also built a flower bed over a small atrium which contained a mechanical heart that she designed and built. When the soil was adequately illuminated, the heart would physically beat. Within the classroom, she cares deeply about her comprehension of each and every item, determined to never make the same mistake twice. It is this thoughtful, careful, and intense application of will and creativity that sets Julia apart from so many and blurs the line between science and art. As she excels at everything that she tries, I am sure that she will continue to find ways to impress us all during her next year at Bullis as well. I am pleased to present the 11th grade Science Award to Julia Ju. Ms. Zolette will now present the Math Awards in lieu of Mr. Zimmer.
This year, the awards for excellence in mathematics go to Linus Micaiah, Ryan Tannenholz, and Maeve Zimmer. Linus Micaiah is a kind and conscientious student. He is attentive and curious in class. He is an eager learner who asks insightful questions and participates regularly in the class discussions. Linus is unwaveringly dedicated to building his understanding and to contributing to the understanding of others. Not only is Linus engaged in class learning through discussion, he works well with others as a partner and in groups. When collaborating, Linus takes responsibility for his learning and the learning of others. He helps his classmates focus and work collaboratively to solve new problems. Linus has worked to improve his ability to explain his thoughts to others verbally and in writing. He has also worked to slow down so that he fully understands each idea and can communicate it to others. Linus is putting in the effort and taking the opportunity to grow beyond basic expectations and will often try more advanced problems that aren't necessarily required. He is off to a great start as a math student in the Bullis Upper School, and we appreciate his contributions to the learning of others. Congratulations, Linus. They're far away again, too. Ryan Tannenholz demonstrates daily enthusiasm for acquiring knowledge and understanding. He enjoys learning and is excited by generating new ideas and figuring out new problems. Ryan has a passion for math and excellent mathematical intuition. He regularly takes the time to check the algebraic solutions he obtains graphically, exploring his solutions in different ways. He often contributes to class discussions and often asks very good questions. Ryan is willing to follow ideas raised in class, make thoughtful contributions, and help advance the class discussion. His sharp intuition allows him to make connections between different types of questions. Given his strong understanding and effort, Ryan is in a position to help other students. He works well individually and in groups. He does his homework with other classmates outside of class as well. We look forward to Ryan's continued growth as a math student and classroom contributor, and we congratulate Ryan on this award. Maeve Zimmer continues to grow as a math student and as a contributor in the classroom. As a student, Maeve is driven to be successful. The farther you go in honors math, the more we expect students to approach the material independently before having it explained to them. Maeve works very hard to prepare for class and is focused during the discussion. She contributes more to class conversations every year. When going over homework together in small groups, Maeve works well with a variety of students. She generally asks any questions she has of her classmates and groups and takes the opportunity to explain her ideas and solutions. Maeve absolutely shines when given new problems to work on collaboratively with her group. She is very active and engaged as she dives into these new challenges, applying her accumulated skills to new situations. She often helps create a dynamic discussion among her classmates. Outside of class, Maeve is a member of Bullis Student Tutors who has helped arrange and provide support for students in other math classes. It is our pleasure to give Maeve the Award for Excellence in Mathematics. And now Maria and Tokus will present the Entrepreneurship Award.
The award for excellence in entrepreneurship is presented to the student who best exemplifies a passion and willingness to organize, manage, and assume the risks of starting a business or enterprise. This student is a born entrepreneur whose concepts are conceived with beauty and style first. She has an outstanding sense of design in the tradition of Steve Jobs, who took the mundane and made it elegant. For example, her first business model design idea to open a bakery wasn't ordinary. She wanted everything from the atmosphere and decor to the baked goods to be exquisite and classy. No run-of-the-mill donut shop here. Recently, she developed a concept for a pet boutique called Bubble and Cotton Pet that provides all sorts of high-end services for dogs, including an upscale dog cafe. But it doesn't stop there. She is passionate about helping to educate and spread the word about finance and business so that everyone can have a chance to be successful in life. To do so, she started the Bullis Financial Education Club. The club is super successful. In reality, it has a better enrollment than some of my personal finance classes. So, in line with their mission, this year's club fundraiser donated money to help the young graduates of a children's financial literacy program buy their first stock, and it was a share in Disney. I am so proud of this young lady. Stella Shu, please accept the Entrepreneurship Award for 2020. And now Taryn Kittle will present the STEM Award for Mr. Walter.
Each year, we present the STEM Award to an 11th grade student who excels in STEM. A STEM student sees beyond the individual disciplines of science, technology, engineering, and math to understand the connections between them. They use this knowledge to solve problems, gather data, and evaluate evidence to make informed decisions. I am proud to present this year's 11th grade STEM Award to Ryan Bigelow. Many of her teachers expressed that each year Ryan becomes more self-assured and confident in her abilities. In math, Ryan has always been a dedicated student who strives to understand the material, but this year, her strength and confidence has allowed her to become a leader in the classroom, always stepping up to help her peers. This theme continues in her science classes, where she was described as working through challenges with her classmates, even when they, at times, felt insurmountable. She has demonstrated her exploratory mind through her thoughtful, well-organized responses on labs and projects. When researching, Ryan takes careful measures to evaluate the validity and usefulness of her sources to reach a well-reasoned conclusion. No matter the topic, Ryan's thoughtfulness, drive, and initiative shine through. I'm excited to see what Ryan explores next year for her STEM capstone project, and am honored to present her with the 11th grade STEM Award. Mr. Matt Ziegler will now present the Technology and Engineering Awards.
Will Evan Kim, Gabby Klein, and Ellie Herr please join me on the stage? Technology and engineering involves a wide range of skills being applied to a wide range of tasks. Attention to detail is a skill that video editing relies on. When a fraction of a second means the difference between a transition that feels natural and an awkward pause, and a single word choice may be the difference between an immersive scene and a jarring exchange, it's easy to see that the details matter. This year, Evan Kim applied this skill in all of his intro to video production projects, from a TV pilot with authentic sounding dialogue to a seamlessly flowing creative film about a classmate with a passion for photography. Evan showed his attention to detail in technical, conceptual, and creative ways. Persistence is an essential skill in the engineering process. Engineering explores all the many ways that things can fail and go wrong, and an engineer must persist through them all until she finds a solution that works, or almost works. In Intro to Engineering this year, Gabby Klein was a persistent force that pushed projects and sometimes teammates across the finish line to create objects that met their challenges. Persistence can sometimes take the form of force, but Gabby has the skill of creating persistence through positivity. Her mentality of success is through bringing teams together, and is best signed up by the line from one of her memorable intro to video projects, "At Bullis, we can choose to be anything. Let's choose to be kind." Problem solving is another essential skill in technology and engineering. Solving problems is why technology exists in the first place. Want an easier way to move heavy things? Invent the wheel. Need to keep people from dying of disease? Create a vaccine or a cure. Want to address a social issue such as bullying? Tell a moving story. Ellie Hurd decided to work with a team to make an incredible film about a girl who is struggling to fit in because of a speech impediment. Ellie is also a practical problem solver, always ready to share thoughtful insights during discussions, offer detailed, constructive feedback during critiques, and is always willing to help a classmate with a project. And I look forward to seeing what sort of problems she decides to tackle next year as she embarks on her STEM capstone project as well. Miss Cheryl Terwilliger will now present the Music Award.
I would like to recognize this year's Music Award recipients, David Wong, Alicia Schriefer, and Dylan Malkani. David is a member of the Johns Hopkins University Peabody Pre-Conservatory Violin Program, concertmaster of the Maryland Classical Youth Orchestra Chamber Ensemble, and a member of the Bullis School Tri-M Music Honor Society. In 2022, David won first place in the City of Gaithersburg Young Artist Competition, first place in the Crescendo International Youth Music Competition, first place in the Young Musicians Inspiring Change Metropolitan Classical Music Festival, second place in the Elite International Music Competition, honorable mention in the U.S. Army Orchestra Young Artist Competition, and a superior rating at MMEA Fall Solo and Ensemble Music Festival. It's quite a list. In 2022, David was selected to perform with the U.S. Army Orchestra, the MMEA Annual State In-Service Conference, Maryland All-State Junior Orchestra, and the Heifetz International Summer Music Institute. He's also the recipient of the Carrie McMahon Dietz Music Award for Excellence and the Anjali Kumar Schriefer Bullis School Arts Scholarship Award. Please join me in congratulating the hard work of David Wong. For 10th grade, I'd like to, well, I guess Alicia is not present, but I will tell you a little bit about her. Alicia is a powerhouse musician. She has spent the past 8 years, half of her life, as a viola section leader in lower, middle school, and upper school at Bullis. As a violist, pianist, composer, and apprentice music teacher for the lower school, Alicia has wowed music faculty and audiences with her determination and musical talent. Alicia has consistently earned superior ratings for her performances in district solo festivals, provided both original classical and jazz music compositions for Bullis music ensembles to perform, and she is a member of the Bullis Tri-M Music Honor Society. Congratulations to Alicia Schriefer. Since beginning the violin at Bullis in 3rd grade, Dylan Malkani has provided music leadership as either concertmaster or section leader in the Bullis lower school, middle school, and upper school. Dylan is a member of the Bullis School Tri-M Music Honor Society and has consistently won superior ratings for his performances at district and state solo festivals. In 2022, Dylan was selected to perform for the Bullis School Music Honors Recital at Strathmore Mansion. He's an exceptional musician and leader and balances all of this with an extremely rigorous academic load and serious pursuit as a tennis athlete. Congratulations to Dylan. Ms. Kathleen Adams will now present the Visual and Performing Arts Awards.
I would like to recognize this year's Theater Award recipients, Zoe Anderson, Amelie Chu, and Anita Chen. Fearless. It's the best word to describe this year's 9th grade Theater Award winner, Zoe Anderson. It's a word that's used to describe amazing individuals over time. Joan of Arc, Harriet Tubman, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. are just a few. To be fearless is to lack fear, but what does that really mean? A fearless person is someone who's aware, objective, and realistic. They are unconventional, self-confident, and mindful. They are thankful, but they know when to relish control. And even if they fall, they continue to stand up. From the first day of class, Zay has approached every assignment, project, character, and challenge with enthusiasm and vivacity. She has a true passion for performing, but it doesn't stop there. Zay encourages her peers to do their best, helping them to work on lines and develop their character. She has an infectious personality and can light up any room with her laugh and smile. As one of her classmates said, Zay is a person who makes your day. Zay has continued to shine both on and off the stage this year and is the true embodiment of the Bullis spirit. Congratulations. Amelie is a welcomed presence in the technical theater program. Mr. Brooks has had the pleasure to watch Amelie become acclimated to Bullis throughout this year. It's been awesome to watch her become comfortable around the tools and learn how to build a solid set piece. Amelie helped with the Little Shop and Seussical set builds, and for both shows, there was no need to worry if the construction was safe, because Amelie is a skilled builder. A person involved in technical theater can sometimes get lost in the shadows or get lost in the sea of actors, flashy lights, and elaborate set pieces. But Amelie will always be able to stand out. Even though she prefers to stay behind the curtain, Amelie's attention to detail propels her forward as she exemplifies the motto of Bullis Technical Theater: pride in excellence. We're greatly looking forward to what Amelie will achieve in the rest of her Bullis career and beyond. Congratulations. Actress Bernadette Peters once said, "You've got to be original, because if you're like someone else, what do they need you for?" This is what comes to mind when we think of Anita's technical theater designs. Watching Anita develop designs is truly amazing. Her ideas are imaginative and creative and create striking visuals on stage. Designing a show is never an easy task. At some point, everybody has had similar ideas, and they may have even brought some of them to fruition. Trying to be original in a world of design can be overwhelming. Anita managed to create a unique and stunning scenic design for this year's production of Seussical. Not only has she designed for the stage, but in advanced technical design class, she managed to design spectacular scenic visuals for Narnia and Sweeney Todd the Musical. As Anita enters her senior year, we'd like to let words from Steve Martin inspire her. Be so good they can't ignore you. We're looking forward to Anita's designs next year. Congratulations. It is now my pleasure to recognize Molly Greene as the recipient of the 9th to 11th grade Dance Award. In a very short time, Molly Greene has grown from a passionate student of dance to an emerging dance artist. She possesses the spirit of fearlessness, approaching new movements and concepts with a pure curiosity. Although a novice to dance class here at Bullis, Molly came with a background in ballet dance technique. Her skill was evident. Throughout the year, Ms. Chin watched Molly evolve as a movement practitioner and performer. She embraced each movement assignment, challenging herself to take more creative risks. Allowing her vulnerability to shine through demonstrated a strength and authenticity, which is a characteristic that cannot be taught. It takes courage to find the depths of one's artistic voice, and Molly possesses that. Always a team player, Molly was a great support to her peers. With encouraging words and thoughtful movement, her creative contributions to the class elevated the process and ultimately the performance. Watching Molly in her creative process is beautiful because you're watching an artist in a sacred space lost in her work. It has been truly inspiring to work with Molly this year, and we look forward to her future in the Bullis Dance Department. Congratulations, Molly. And now I would like to recognize Ava Miller, Emily Wong, and Devin Hushin for their accomplishments in visual art. Ava is the epitome of a young artist. She's artistic, creative, and dynamic. With humor and humility, she explored a variety of materials through thoughtful experimentation. A caring member of the classroom community, her peers could always rely on Ava to help answer questions. Although Ava might not know the answer, she did her best to help to try and figure it out. In her campus illustration, she exquisitely captured her understanding of perspective, texture, and scale in a pen drawing. Then, an incident occurred. When she took her drawing home to finish, her water bottle leaked and ruined half of her drawing. Others would have cried or panicked. Ava slowly smiled, dried off her paper, and then made a plan. She used the stain to her advantage, incorporating the marks as if they were deliberate. Although the mistake could not be fixed, Ava found a new way to tackle the problem. During studio art and open studio, she has challenged herself and developed original ideas. It's wonderful to see Ava grow as a young artist, and we're excited to present her with this year's 9th grade Visual Art Award. Congratulations. Emily is a talented and inventive artist who has shown great resilience and a tenacious approach when working with a diverse range of materials and techniques this year. She's responded to all art-making opportunities in the studio with a commitment to honing her already strong 2D and 3D technical skills. Emily has demonstrated significant skill acquisition in painting, drawing, illustration, digital art, and photography, as well as mixed media and assemblage sculpture. Emily's portfolio reflects significant understanding of design and a genuine willingness to be innovative with materials and layers of meaning. Emily works methodically in the studio and beyond scheduled class time in order to technically resolve each one of her artworks. She's disciplined in her approach and strives for the highest quality that she is capable of. Emily evaluates her work as it progresses and balances an independent work ethic that harnesses her own creative problem-solving skills with that of seeking advice and feedback. Emily's artistic confidence has continued to flourish this year, and as she has journeyed through the Advanced Studio Art 1 course. She's taken risks and has been committed to regular and consistent practice of her technical skills. Congratulations, Emily. This is heavy. Devin is a young artist who strives for excellence, working tirelessly to achieve it with dedication, time, patience, and practice. She engages fully in the creative process, carefully researching, planning, and working in her sketchbook prior to beginning the final version of an assignment. Devin's attention to this essential preliminary steps lead to consistent and impressive degrees of craftsmanship in all of her artworks. In Advanced Studio Art 2, Devin has pushed the limitations of materials and experimented with new processes, elevating each assignment so that it has both personal meaning and strong artistic merit. Increasingly, Devin has taken inspiration from contemporary artists and fused experimental processes with personal iconography and imagery, resulting in artworks that incorporate a variety of creative ideas and solutions, each original and imaginative. An essential member of the studio community, Devin actively participates in critiques, listening carefully and using feedback to guide her progress. She makes compelling observations when responding to the artwork of her peers, offering creative ideas and solutions to visual problems. It has been a noteworthy year for Devin, and we look forward to the artwork she will create during her senior year at Bullis. Congratulations, Devin. You're going to need 2 hands. Ms. Julie Finnegan will now present the Community Service Award.
Hello. Well, Rebecca Egner, please come to the stage. Rebecca's unassuming demeanor and reluctance to be in the spotlight make her one of Bullis's best-kept secrets. She has been instrumental in strengthening our community engagement program by introducing and implementing the Families for Families drives in the upper school. Despite the monkey wrench that COVID threw at in-person volunteering last winter, Rebecca persistently pushed to bring this drive to Bullis. It would not take no for an answer. She and her group have independently organized 2 drives for Afghan refugees in the DMV, and I know there'll be many more initiatives to come because of her determination to make them happen. In addition, Rebecca, Kennedy, Kendall, Crawford, Grace Morford, and Taylor Rosoff fundraised over $245,000 for LLS, and Rebecca was an avid volunteer for Pet Connect. Thank you for paying it forward, Rebecca. Bullis is a better place because of you. Congratulations. Ms. Campbell will now present the College Book Awards.
The Wellesley College Book Award is presented to a junior girl who, through a combination of academic achievement, leadership, and concern for others, serves as a role model for the way educated women can contribute to society. This year's recipient is Quinn Stroud. Quinn knows what she wants and takes the appropriate steps to meet her goals. This was clear when she took it upon herself to apply to Bullis from Whitman in grade 10, procuring the necessary documents and scheduling a virtual interview for herself. Since arriving, she has excelled in many areas and is particularly interested in STEM, with the hopes of a future career in genetics and biomedical engineering to help solve real-world problems with design solutions. Congratulations, Quinn. The Dartmouth Book Award goes to a junior student who has excelled both academically and in his extracurricular activities. It is my pleasure to welcome this year's recipient, Nicholas Brazier, to the stage. Nicholas is that rare student who truly has control over his attention and makes intentional decisions about where to direct it. He is almost never without a book and reads widely in genre fiction, classics, and memoirs. In addition, he is a musician, a supportive classmate, a conscientious member of the community, and a very deserving recipient of this award. Congratulations, Nicholas. All right, Mr. Ben Mosteller will now present the Freshman Michael Ivey Achievement Award, the Joy of Living Award, and the William H. Price Citizenship Award for the 9th grade.
Good afternoon. I'm pleased to present the 9th grade Michael Ivey Achievement, Joy of Living, and William H. Price Citizenship Awards. The Michael Ivey Achievement Award is presented every year to a student in each class who has made great improvement, both academically and personally, either from the previous year, during their entire tenure at Bullis, or in their current year. Can Max Bell please join me on stage? Max has shown marked personal and academic growth this year. He has faced many challenges, and he's worked through them with tenacity and a willing spirit. One area of growth for Max has been as a listener. He has developed his ability to accept feedback, acknowledge where he lacks understanding, and where his peers have good ideas. Another area of growth has been in taking risks. Max's English teacher remarked on his impressive rendition of Macbeth, where he put his heart and soul into the performance, complete with costumes, lighting, and an English accent. Similarly, his confidence has grown throughout the year in his acting methods class. At the end of this year, Max was voted by his peers to become a student government representative for his sophomore year. We're proud of Max for all of his hard work this year, and we look forward to his continued growth throughout his Bullis career. Congrats. The Manuel Jose Baca Jr. Joy of Living Award is presented to a student in each grade whose behavior and attitude reflect life as a joyful experience and who has a desire to share that joy with others. I'm thrilled to present the 9th grade Joy of Living Award to Alana Fredericks. Alana couldn't be here today, but I'm excited to read this on her behalf. It's evident from the moment you meet Alana that she exudes joy. She goes out of her way to greet each person in the classroom when she enters. She consistently maintains a positive attitude and spreads this positivity to others by encouraging them and celebrating their successes. She takes an interest in others and genuinely wants to know how they are doing. Alana also has a curious and tenacious attitude in class and pushes herself outside of her comfort zone to learn and try new things. She has the ability to laugh at herself, but also to learn from her mistakes and grow from them. It seems Alana's joy touches each part of this campus, and I'm excited to see how she continues to make a positive impact at Bullis in her sophomore year and beyond. The William H. Price Citizenship Award is given each year in honor of Brigadier General William H. Price, who taught at Bullis during the 1970s. He was a well-respected and beloved teacher who taught self-discipline as well as science. Students receive this award based on their productive and responsible conduct and involvement in the life of the school. These individuals help build and support a sense of community, accomplishment, and pride for us all. I'm pleased to present the William H. Price Citizenship Award for 9th grade to Morgan Rothwell. Morgan demonstrates leadership in whatever arena she finds herself. She's a thoughtful and engaged student in the classroom, asking clarifying questions that benefit the entire class. She strives to do her best and takes advantage of all available resources. She is also an attentive listener and takes time to reflect on her learning. In advisory, she's a supportive and engaged presence in the group, actively participating while being sensitive to the views and experiences of others. She comes to track practice each day with a great work ethic and a great attitude to match, encouraging both the other athletes and her coaches. In student government, Morgan has been a driving force behind many of the ideas and activities for her class this year. I'm delighted to present her with the Citizenship Award for her leadership in each of these arenas. Dr. Jennifer Tinker will now present the sophomore Michael Ivey Joy of Living and William Price Citizenship Awards.
It is my pleasure to present this year's Michael Ivey Achievement Award for the 10th grade to Zach Cook. Zach's smile lights up a room with his positive energy and attitude. His teachers have shared that he is always ready to give an impromptu lesson to his classmates, whether explaining how much material for a performance costs and what it means about the funding of a production. This to the deeper aspects of reading Shakespeare as a societal reflection of our shared humanity. Zach understands nuances within his studies and connects to real-world, deeper meaning. As a leader, he brings discussion to the forefront, often to delve more deeply into literature and social science topics, where he speaks maturely about controversial issues. Zach's passion for the truth and his desire to help others is to be commended both here at Bullis as well as beyond our campus. Zach has a lot to say and has very strong convictions, but he is also a good listener who has exhibited a willingness to change course when he needed to. His confidence has grown tremendously over the past year, and I can't wait to see where he heads in the future. Giselle Jenkins is this year's sophomore recipient for the Manuel Jose Baca Jr. Joy of Living Award. Giselle has been a pinnacle of strength and graciousness. One of Giselle's teachers commented that a benefit of losing the mask restriction is that now we can see the beautiful smile that she shares with us every day. This smile is contagious, and her support of community members is reflected through it. Giselle is a role model that persistently produces her best efforts in a multitude of settings, a few being classroom settings, one-to-one friendships, success on the field, and in the lab. She pushes herself by embracing challenges, thus regularly taking herself out of her comfort zone. Her teachers have said that Giselle has the ability to zero in precisely on important academic content and learn it in record time. She has been described as exceedingly generous. She has been called a positive influence with her kindness and her sense of humor. Our 10th grade William H. Price Citizenship Award goes to a young man who is kind, supportive. He's a friend to all. He shows respect and generosity, which best describes him, Will Simpson. Will is a rare combination of intelligence and humor. He can find an answer to almost any question and entertain his community at the same time. His respect for others is tangible, and his poise and spirit are beautifully balanced. Will is a leader who always communicates with an entire group, whether advisory, SGA, class discussions, small group assignments, or social gatherings. Will's teachers express that he values learning, not out of an obligation, but out of curiosity. He understands that he does not need an excuse or a prompt to learn something new, but embraces the unknown in order to grow as an individual as well as a collaborative member. He is committed to the core values of our school and shares his strengths in a way that is seldom seen, through humble, honorable actions. Will's coach shared that he has been an integral part of the team even while injured with a broken collarbone. His understanding of the concept of community is reflected through his compassion and empathy towards everyone he interacts with here at Bullis. It is my honor to award Will Simpson with the William H. Price Citizenship Award. Brandon Bailey will now present the Junior Michael Ivey Achievement Award, Manuel Jose Baca Jr. Joy of Living, and William H. Price Citizenship Awards.
Our 11th grade Michael Ivey Achievement Award winner, Mariah Bernard, epitomizes what it means to search for continuous improvement. Mariah's career at Bullis has been a steady march towards getting better in everything she does, whether in the classroom or on the track. Mariah shines in myriad ways around our campus. This steady improvement will be key for Mariah to reach her personal goals, in which she hopes to one day run in the Olympics, as well as to be a dermatologist. Mariah also contributes to the life of the school by being a member of our Black Student Union and our Educate Girls Globally Club. Her teachers remark, she brings her observant, mature, and measured self to epidemiology class on a regular basis. Her big smile and soft-spoken participation in the class has a calming effect in the class. When she speaks, everyone listens. Her papers show a sincere effort to learn. She does not complain about assignments. She knows we assign the work for a reason, and it will help her to grow as a scholar. Congratulations, Mariah. Our 11th grade Joy of Living Award couldn't go to a more deserving student, Lexi Blank. When you see Lexi on campus, you'll be hard-pressed to find her without a smile on her face. For a student that is as involved as Lexi, there are plenty of opportunities to let the stress of the day-to-day life in, but you will never see Lexi give in to that pressure. She is a consummate community member. She seeks ways to make each day great for all those she comes in contact with at Bullis. From class to leading a Fire Friday with our student government, to playing guitar and singing at the pep rally, to choreographing routines for dance recitals, Lexi does it all, always with a huge smile. Her teacher remarks, Lexi enters the classroom with an upbeat positivity that contributes to a warm class dynamic where she cares about the success and well-being of her peers. Her determined focus, natural curiosity, and passionate leadership make her a wonderful student to teach and an impactful member of our upper school. No amount of hard work dims Lexi's light. Congratulations, Lexi. Our 11th grade William H. Price Citizenship Award winner, Victoria Marshall, is a constant and calming presence on the Bullis campus, and is someone who, while driven for her own goals, cares very much about our community. She is involved in our student government so she can make Bullis a better place for all students. She is a keystone in our performing arts department, where she played the female lead in our fall presentation of Little Shop of Horrors. She is a diligent student that knows what she wants from her studies and works to meet those goals. Her teachers remark, Victoria works well independently, but she really shines when she works with others. She makes class a more positive and productive place. Victoria's positive disposition and passion for learning permeate the classroom, inspiring both her peers and her teachers to enjoy class on a daily basis. She is a model of integrity, compassion, responsibility, diligence, and a love of all things Bullis. Congratulations, Victoria. Mr. Bobby Policino will now present the Head of Upper School Awards.
Good afternoon. The Head of Upper School Award is given to a student in each grade who has excelled in all aspects of school life: academics, leadership, citizenship, and extracurricular involvement. It is my pleasure to invite Alexis Parrott, Ashley Hayes, and Charlie Yang to the stage. Our 9th grade winner has excelled in her short time in the upper school. In addition to earning high honor roll while challenging herself in multiple honors level courses, she's a class representative and is a valued member of both the field hockey and lacrosse program. Her teachers shared the following. Alexis is a hardworking student who's always prepared for class. She's organized and thorough in her approach to all schoolwork. She's a valued group member because she listens to her peers, asks questions, and answers questions with clear, detailed explanations. All told, Alexis is considered to be a model student not only because of her academic excellence, but because she is unfailingly calm and kind. Outside of the classroom, she's a natural, conscientious leader who positively influences the community. She takes initiative. She can be seen decorating hallways, filming announcements, or reminding her peers of upcoming social events. She's a student, a leader, an athlete, and her fulfillment of all these obligations is unmatched. She's truly deserving of this honor, and it is my pleasure to present the 9th grade Head of Upper School Award to Alexis Parrott. Our 10th grade recipient is a high honor roll student who not only finds time to be successful in the classroom with multiple honors and AP level courses, but engages in all that Bullis has to offer as a member of our tennis program, our golf program, and the winter musical. Ashley is a true scholar who understands the importance of the process as well as the product. She completes all of her work with diligence and care. She brings an unparalleled organization and attention to detail to her work. Ashley brings enthusiasm to all she does and can literally brighten the room when she enters. Her positive attitude is infectious. In a group setting, she will help to set the tone and is equally graceful at leading her team as she is at taking suggestions for feedback. Ashley's peers will seek her out with questions or if they need reassurance. They appreciate her patience and kind support. Perhaps the greatest compliment for Ashley is that she is the epitome of a Bullis bulldog. She truly cares for our community. She sets an example for all of us, and we're fortunate to have her as a member of the Bullis community. It is my pleasure to present the 10th grade Head of Upper School Award to Ashley Hayes. Our 11th grade Head of Upper School Award winner is a friend to all with his warm smile and genuine curiosity for learning. He is consistently on the high honor roll while taking 6 AP honors and AP and honors level courses. He's a 2-time recipient of the Outstanding Scholar Award. Last year, he earned the award for excellence in math. In addition to his strong academic performance, he also participates in our rock climbing program and Bulldog Productions. Next year, he is starting a new after-school activity to prepare his classmates for the American Mathematics competition. His teachers shared the following. Charlie's work ethic and dedication is due to his desire to learn and grow as a scholar. He has a natural love of learning and completes assignments to further his own knowledge and not simply because it's been assigned. Even with all of his academic success, his teachers are most impressed with his humility, empathy, and warm spirit. Always looking to put his peers before himself, Charlie is a sincere and genuine classmate who is respected by all. When looking at everything Charlie brings to the classroom and the community, it is clear he symbolizes the concept of a Bullis student, eager and prepared for current challenges he faces with an eye towards the future. We are all fortunate for spending time with Charlie and look forward to his positive impact in our community during his senior year. It is my pleasure to present the 11th grade Head of Upper School Award to Charlie Yang. I would like to welcome Mr. Sullivan to the podium to present the Outstanding Scholar Awards.
Each year, we recognize one student from each grade who is at the top of his or her class academically. 9th grade, Talia Williams. The 2021-22 Outstanding Scholar for the 9th grade is Talia Williams. Her teachers describe her as understatedly brilliant, amazing, quietly determined, creative, an excellent thinker, supportive and conscientious. These words describe her well, as Talia is an excellent and gifted student who is kind and helpful to others. Exactly what we hope for in an outstanding scholar at Bullis. Talia has a maturity as a student that few others possess. She is not afraid to make mistakes because she knows that they help make her better. Her intellectual curiosity is contagious, and she often leads her peers in academic discussions during group work. She helps others in a way that graciously assists them, but also empowers them to figure things out on their own. These skills will serve her well throughout her academic career and beyond, and we are so pleased to present her with the award. Congratulations, Talia. The outstanding scholar for the 10th grade this year is Laverna Yang. She has been described as a hard-working, dedicated scholar. She has shown consistent motivation and a curiosity in multiple subjects, acquiring stellar grades as well as participating in the performing arts throughout the year. Laverna has a passion for learning that pushes her forward. She openly seeks guidance and is always looking for ways to improve. The next 2 years have Laverna on a trajectory to take her skills into new territory as she leans into rigor. We applaud the enthusiasm that she has for tackling difficult concepts and for her zeal for problem solving. Laverna's devotion to her studies make her a truly outstanding scholar. Congratulations. In 11th grade, for the 3rd time apparently, Charlie Yang. Charlie Yang is a shining star in all he does in the Bullis community. In 9th grade, he excelled and entered AP Calc BC, completing the course with relative ease with 104%. Charlie is a man of many talents, and those talents are sought after around the school, from his ability to play instruments in our music program, to his mastery of the soundboard with the theatre, to his service to others. Charlie comes at all requests and inquiries from a place of humility. We've heard that word twice about Charlie today. And always looks to learn more about any subject with which he engages. In doing so, he makes our community a better place. Congratulations, Charlie. Mr. Policino to close out the program.
I want to thank Ms. Orr because as I look at the time, apparently I have 32 minutes for my closing remarks. because we can't end the last day of school early, obviously. We got to run till 3 o'clock. So get comfortable. As we close out this school year, I think it's important to note that we were unsure of exactly how it would go. It's been a very difficult previous 2 years. And as the year went on, it became abundantly clear that many of us were out of shape with regard to school stamina. We talked about the first time we had a 5-day school week, or the number of times we had 5 days of school in a row. And as the year went on, it became clear that we were going to be able to stay here. We were not going to have to revert back to online days or remote days. And rather than look at that as a challenge that we could not overcome, we looked at that as an opportunity to continue to grow and develop. And as you heard in the remarks from teachers today, so many of you were able to do that. As a matter of fact, all of you were able to come back and have a successful and productive school year. So I'd like to give a round of applause to all of our students here for that. Of course, that's not possible without us having our teachers in the room with us and administrators as well. So let's please give a round of applause to all of our faculty. So as we close out our school year and you prepare to depart for the summer, I hope that you have a restorative summer and restful summer, so that when we come back, we can take all of the lessons that we learned from this year to have a successful and productive 22-23 school year. So congratulations to everyone. Thank you, and have a wonderful day, and enjoy your summer.